Hey guys, Radar here, and today I'm playing Don't Starve Pocket Edition. This is the second of the two series I'm going to be doing on this channel that aren't Minecraft Pocket Edition. This and Terraria iOS are both going to have one video a week, unless one of them proves to be more popular. But for now, let's play some Don't Starve Pocket Edition. I've been meaning to let's play this game for quite a while on either Choose a Gaming or this channel, but I thought I'd put it on this channel so all of the let's plays can be here. But anyway, if you've never played Don't Starve before, it's a game where if you die, you are dead forever, and you've got to, well, not starve and get a bunch of resources and improve stuff. You can just stick with basic stuff forever, but that's really boring. You want to improve and get a bunch of things, and I know a lot of the sort of very basics, but I don't know that much about the game in all honesty. I know up to the point of an alchemy engine, so anyone who's played a lot of the game, if they know what that means, then they know that that isn't that far into the game. But anyway, let's go ahead and play a game. Apparently I already have a file, but I'm going to start without the Reign of Giants DLC because that's a bit insane. I want to start with a simple one that isn't confusing for anyone. But yeah, I've unlocked a couple of characters, as you can see here, but I am going to start not with Willow or the strong man, but I am going to start with Wilson. I will play through these characters after I die. I'll do it in order, and I should have unlocked the one afterwards after that, but for now, let's start with the gentleman scientist Wilson, okay? And what about the world? I'm just going to stick everything as default because I don't really want to be cheating or anything. So yeah, apply and start. Right, hopefully this will be a nice world. All of this is going to be recorded in one take because the nature of Don't Starve is the game saves every night. You can save whenever you like, but I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have 2 days per episode. It might depend. For now, at the moment, as of recording this, I don't actually have that much time to record, so yeah, I'm probably going to stick with either 1 or 2 days for this first episode, but I'd love to know what you guys think, how long you want me to play for every episode. I could do like half an hour episodes if I had the time and I knew that that's what you guys want, but for now, what you want to do when you start this game, by the way, just before I do anything or say anything, I just want to say how much I love this game's art style. It looks like I don't know, it reminds me of Tim Burton films like The Nightmare Before Christmas and that sort of thing, and Coraline. It looks a lot like that, but I don't know, I just love the art style of this game. It looks really, really cool, and it really just, this is the kind of game that fits on mobile. You just tap around to walk, and then you pick things up, and basically at the start of the game, what you want to pick up is this here grass tufts, these here grass tufts, and why did I say that so weirdly? We got grass tufts, and you want twigs, so all you want to do is you want to pick the saplings and pull the grass out of the ground. You also want some flint, and those materials will allow you to make some basic tools. So hopefully I'll be able to find some flint. There we go, there's some flint on the floor right there, and if you look in the tools tab, you can see that I now have enough to make an axe, which is something I'm going to need. But before I chop down any trees, I am going to go ahead and get some more saplings and grass, because they're just worth getting, so I can get a pickaxe and that sort of thing. But I do also want some wood, because you need that to make a campfire for the first night. If you don't have a campfire on the first night, you are going to die almost immediately. If you look in the top right of the screen, you can see that there is what day it is, what world it is. You've also got your hunger, your health, and your sanity. I'll go into more detail about those things later overall, but obviously there's hunger, that's kind of self-explanatory, and health. Sanity is a bit more complicated, but in terms of the day, as you can see, there is a yellow bit, which is the sort of main light day. The red part is dusk, where it's about to get dark, and the blue part, although it's the shortest part of the day, is the most dangerous, because that is when it's pitch black, and if you don't have a campfire and it's pitch black, you are going to die. It is guaranteed. There's a lot of other things that want to kill you in this game, but the first thing you need is a campfire. So anyone who plays this game for the first time, that is what you need straight away. But this is a game I highly recommend. It's not available on phones, it's only available on iPads, and it doesn't work very well on older iPads. This newer iPad is obviously fine. This is the iPad Mini 4 I'm playing this on, but I did try and play it on the original iPad Mini, and for a while it wasn't supported at all, but now you can play it in a compatibility mode, but the game will lag sometimes. So yeah, if you want a reliable experience, you're going to need a bit of a newer device, and it has to be an iPad Mini or a normal iPad. But yeah, as you can see, we're nearly all the way through the normal day for now. As I said, I'm probably going to do 2 days in this episode, but one thing I really want, apart from the wood I've already collected, is some stone, because what you need to unlock more advanced crafting recipes is something called a science machine. If I look in here, you can see the outline for it there, and as you can see, you need 4 rocks, 1 gold nugget, and a bunch of wood. I've got the wood, but I need a bunch of rocks, and I also need a pickaxe to mine the rocks. Of course, I need more flint. Let's go up here and see if there's any flint. Hopefully there will be, and I also want to make a campfire. I'll be able to make a normal campfire, but it would be nice to get some rocks, because if I have more rocks, I'll also be able to get a fire pit. But judging by the fact that it's nearly already dusk, I'm probably not going to be able to get a fire pit today, but hopefully I'll be able to get that later, and the science machine by the end of this episode, because those are the really kind of basic things that you just need from the start. They're necessary and they are very helpful to have. Okay, no, I need one more flint to get a pickaxe. Come on. Come on, game, give me one flint. That is all I need. I cannot speak today, but yeah. Okay, as I said, this and Terraria, there'll be one episode of this a week and one episode of Terraria a week. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I might change it. But there we go. We've got one more flint, and I've been able to make a pickaxe. So I'm going to go back down there and mine a couple of rocks. It's probably not going to be enough to get a fire pit, but it will give me a couple of bits of rock. There aren't going to be any bits of gold in those rocks, though, because they have these gold rain. They're rocks with bits of gold, like gold lines on them. Those are the ones that clearly have gold, and these ones obviously don't. But we are going to get a couple of rocks and a bit of flint. I'm not going to bother with the. I'm going to take the nitra anyway. How do you say that? Nitra. I have no idea. Probably making myself look like an idiot for pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, as you can see, it's gonna be nighttime soon, which is not great. Let me just check on the map. Where was that other rock? Okay, it was all the way over there. Why is my? I'm just going to zoom in my map a second because that is way too far away. Okay, let's go over here and get that other rock. Then I'm going to look around this desert. This is going to be around about where my base is, because if you see here, there's a bunch of rabbit holes all over the ground, and you can make traps and trap a bunch of rabbits. And obviously this game is called Don't Starve, so really you don't want to be starving, and having a kind of reliable place to put traps to get rabbits is definitely helpful, which is why I want to be near all these rabbit holes, like this rabble here. What? That must lead to the Kingdom of the Bunnymen. I've never read that before. All of the quotes in this game are really, really funny. This game just has a great sense of humour, a great art style, and it's something I've been playing a lot of recently. I've also been playing a lot of Don't Starve Together. Don't Starve Together on the PC is a lot of fun. I really recommend it if you haven't seen it already. If you have Steam and a decent PC, this is definitely it's definitely worth getting there, but I thought I'd play it on iOS because this is really a mobile-oriented channel at the moment. I'm collecting as many berries as I can because you need berries, because I don't want to starve. If you look, my hunger is going down relatively quickly. But yeah, let's get these rocks here, and then I'm going to probably have to just settle down for the night. I won't actually be able to sleep for a while until I make a straw roll, and I do want to make sure I have a reliable food source before anything like that happens. There's also going to be a bunch of complicated stuff where I want to set fire to trees to get a cooking pot and stuff, which I want to do pretty soon, but for now I just want to stick with the basics. Okay, hopefully I've been making sense. I don't want this to seem too complicated, but it is about to turn nighttime, which is not great. So let's make a campfire and cook all of the food I got today. No, I don't want to build it all the way over there. Okay, let's just let's go near those rabbit holes. Where were they? Let's just I'm just going to go in the middle over here in this general direction in the middle of the desert. It's really almost nighttime. Okay, there's a rabbit hole there, but I want to be near the other ones. Where are they? They're over here, I think. Is that where the rabbit holes were? Oh god, it's about to become nighttime. I really need to hurry up and make a campfire. Okay, yep, there's loads of rabbit holes around here, so I'm going to put the campfire right here. I've already made it, so there we go. We have a campfire and we have light. So now I can cook all of my food, which should be really useful. Actually, I think I can just tap. Yeah, tapping's definitely a lot faster than dragging. The controls are a little bit different to PC, but overall, they are very, very similar. I mean, you can basically just use the mouse to do all of the stuff you're doing on this touchscreen now. It is a bit easier sometimes on the PC to use W, A, S, and D to move around, but for now, this should be fine. I think tomorrow, what do I want to do tomorrow? I want to find some more rocks, so really tomorrow is just going to be a lot of exploration, because it's gold is the only thing I need right now, and half the time, I'm never able to find gold in these files, so yeah, next time I might change the world settings to make it so there are more rocks and food and everything, but that does make the game easier, so I don't know, let me know what you think if you want me to change that. I was about to go off exploring, but no, the day hasn't actually finished yet, which isn't great, so yeah, I'm gonna have to cut down some trees and that sort of thing, but for now, we're just gonna have to sit around at night time, but we are alive. If I didn't have this campfire, I would already be dead. That would be guaranteed. There is nothing you can do to stop that, unless obviously you make a torch, but you know, that's not something we can do. Let's just go through some of the recipes. Yeah, there's obviously the obvious trap one. I will be making a trap pretty soon, but I want to save my grass for some better stuff first. But yeah, that's all I need is 1 gold to finish off that science machine recipe. Then there'll be a bunch of cooler recipes unlocked in all of the gaps along this tab here, or at least most of them. So yeah, it's about to become daytime. When it is daytime, I'm going to look over here a little bit and see if I can find some rocks, because that is a very important thing that I definitely need. But yeah, I should actually eat eat some of this food. I cooked all this food and I haven't eaten any of it. Okay, I don't want to eat all of it though, because I want to save some of it. My hunger's at a pretty decent level now, so let's keep all of that in reserve, because obviously I don't want to starve. Okay, it's daytime, right. Let's go in this direction and see if I can find some rocks. There are so many rabbit holes over here. I should have a decent food supply, just as long as I manage to make a trap. As you can see, the saving makes the game lag spike, which is really, really annoying. You can save at any time, and one thing I haven't actually mentioned yet that is seriously cool is if you notice that little red button in the top right corner next to all of the stats and everything, that's literally a record button. I think it's only available on newer devices, but you can just record your gameplay. The only reason I'm recording it on my capture card instead of that is because I have better mic quality and I can record in 60 frames per second, but really, if I didn't have all of that stuff, I could easily record like that. Basically, that means that anyone with a newer device can just record their own Don't Starve Pocket Edition series, so if you want to do that, I'd love to see it. Yeah, if anyone wants to make that, I would be very interested, but yeah, okay, there's a bunch of twigs over here, but there's no gold. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to find at least something of interest today, but I am hoping to get a science machine by the end of this first episode, otherwise nothing's really going to have happened. I would have survived the first night and got a bit of food and stuff, but apart from that, I don't know, nothing will have really happened at all. Yeah, these videos are probably going to end up being about 20 minutes each, because as far as I'm aware, a full day is about 10 minutes, so I think 2 days is a good length for an episode. Although you don't make that much progress in 2 days all the time, I think it's a decent length, at least for now. But yeah, as I said, if you want me to do it for longer than 2 days, please let me know, and I'd also like to know your thoughts in general about the series. Anyway, come on game. All I want is some rocks, and I just keep finding dead ends. Okay, this is not good. I just need to wander around until I find a rock. That is the nature of the start of this game. Sometimes you'll be really lucky, and you'll get a world that's generated that gives you a ton of really good stuff straight away. I had that a lot on Don't Starve Together recently, but really this world isn't very nice. I should be picking up flowers, actually. One thing I've totally forgotten about is you can actually craft, I think it's over here, yeah, you can craft a garland, and that makes your sanity go, it stops your sanity going down. Now, sanity isn't something I've actually mentioned yet, so I might as well mention that now that we're aimlessly wandering around and I can't speak today. But yeah, basically what sanity is it's well, your sanity. If you don't know what sanity means, it's you going insane if you have no sanity. But yeah, basically the lower your sanity gets, the more insane you get, which is pretty self-explanatory. But basically, the more insane you get, the more ghosts you see. You literally see ghosts around the world, which is not a fun thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? What have I done? I just totally moved the camera around. Hopefully I've moved that back to where it was. But basically, ghosts, at first, they're just sort of in the way and they're kind of creepy. But the more insane you get, the more real they become until they're actually able to attack you. So ghosts that don't actually exist can harm you in this game. It's kind of terrifying. Okay, let's walk down here and hope we don't see any ghosts today. It's nearly already dusk, and I really haven't achieved anything this episode. I'm going to have to chop down some trees. Not episode, but this day. We've done the basics, but oh, I need some rocks or something. Game, give me something. Okay, I'm going to chop down a couple of trees because I need more wood than I have at the moment. But really, all I need is rocks. I've kept mentioning them because they are very important towards the start of this game. And gold is even more important than that because a science machine is vital. It's the only way to make progress in the game. So I might have to sort of, in between this episode and the next one, kind of wander around a little bit. But I don't want to do that. I want this to be the entire experience because the chances are I'm not going to last that many days, at least in this first run, because I'm not that experienced at the game. So what I want, I just want every single day to be documented, because then the better I do, the longer the series will be, the longer the lives will be, and hopefully that'll keep this series interesting. I think it's the perfect game for that kind of thing. But yeah, there are a lot of dead ends here, and I haven't found a single rock. This is not going well at all. Oh, it's been 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes and I haven't found a single rock with any gold in it. And I'm actually recording this quite late, so I'm quite tired. Both in the game, my character's clearly tired. Look at this guy's eyes. But in real life as well. Oh, it's going to be dark soon. I haven't found any rocks. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff down here. Hopefully there'll be some rocks around here. I'm going to go in this direction and hope for the best. Do I have enough for another campfire? Yes, I will be fine in the next night. But I just really wanted to actually find something like that now. No. No, I don't want to get attacked now. Okay, let's keep away from them because they are not good news. Okay, this is not a friendly area, as you can probably tell, and my sanity is going down, I think because it's dusk and I have no light or anything, but I could really use a proper shelter with a rock pit or something. I've had days where I've had an alchemy engine, which is the one after the science machine, built in the first day, but this is not one of those lives, this is not one of those runs of Don't Starve, apparently. This game just doesn't want me to get good stuff right now. What? This is the biggest area ever. Okay, we've made it to the land of lumpy evergreens. How many trees are there in this area? Oh, this is so good. This is just a really fun game. I mean, I'm just enjoying wandering around, and it really just says something about a game when you can just look at the art style and enjoy yourself when you're really not getting much done. Okay, now there's a serious problem right now, though. At the moment, I'm in this ridiculously populated forest, but there isn't a single rock anywhere. I mean, normally you'll find them in a desert, but that's what I need to find. I haven't found a desert. Oh my god, look on the map. Look how many trees are there. That's insane. Look, I've actually explored quite a lot today, or in these 2 days. I guess that's the one thing I can say I've done. I've explored an absolute ton. Okay, let's keep going down until I kind of have to stop. Yes! There we go! There's gold just before the day ends. Oh, finally. That was really lucky. Here we go. As you can see, it's a much bigger boulder, and it's got gold in it. Oh, that was such good timing. The gold was sort of hidden there, but there we go. We've got gold. I can make a science machine, and I have enough rocks to make a fire pit. Look at all of these rocks. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to make my base here because it's actually a good spot for a base anyway. So let's build the fire pit here. And then I've got some wood. Yes, it's big, it's heavy, and it's wood. Thank you, Wilson, for that very helpful information. Okay, there we go. We've got a fire pit, and I'm going to mine this gold just as it starts to get dark. I'm going to end the episode off sort of halfway through nighttime or something like that, so I can start, I can sort of have time to prepare the recording and everything halfway through the day. So yeah, you will miss some of nighttime, I suppose, but really, at nighttime in this game, you don't do anything, so that's not really the end of the world. Okay, let's make another pickaxe. I need as much gold as possible. It's not actually fully nighttime yet, so I am okay, and I'm going to be able to cook food. I've got a decent amount of food, I've got some gold, and I think next episode, the first thing I'm actually going to want to do is make a thing that lets you cook. Okay, you're hungry, stop moaning. Let's get as many boulders as possible here, so I can just keep a collection of flint and rocks for making things. Okay. Can I still mine this? I might get, yeah, as you can see, it's really dark. I can get attacked there, so I'm not going to stay in that kind of light for long. Okay, let's stay here, and as you can see, I can make the science machine. There, stop moaning that you're hungry and let me place this. Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to eat some food now as well, cook some food, and then I'll end the episode off. But yeah, as you can see, look how much stuff we've unlocked. I can make a backpack. Definitely going to do that straight away. I've got more inventory space already. You can see why it's so important. I've got a shovel. This is why I needed that one bit of gold. All of that waiting, it was completely worth it. I can now make boards and cut stone, and if you look here, I'll then be able to make an alchemy engine. I need some more gold, obviously, but then after I get some cut stone and some boards, and I eat a bunch of food, and I get all of the resources, I'll be able to improve. We'll get a bunch of stuff. Hopefully next episode I'll be able to cook food as stuff, because as you can see, at the moment I am a bit hungry. I should actually cook these berries before eating them. But thanks for watching this first episode of Don't Starve Pocket Edition. It took a long time to get that gold, but once we got it, we really started things going. As you can see, it took 2 days, but we finally got a basic setup going here. This has been a really fun episode. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching this episode of Don't Starve, and I'll see you next week. Bye.